Burgess, Republican from Texas. Congressman, welcome back. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me on.
Now, sir, we've just heard, we hear a lot of talk about the Obamacare replacement and repeal bill being resubmitted, maybe next week, before the Easter recess. Various guests on the program have thrown a lot of cold water on it. Ain't going to happen. What says Congressman Burgess?
Well, I wouldn't throw cold water on it. Obviously, it is still a significant uphill climb after last Friday when things kind of came apart. But look, Stuart, people are still hurting from this darn thing. The high deductibles, the high premiums that are having to pay in the individual market with after-tax dollars, people looking for tax relief for their premiums. I mean, these are things that are within our control. And, oh, by the way, you got $20 trillion in debt. We know we can't get to that with just discretionary cuts. There is going to have to be entitlement reform at some point. This bill had $800 billion of entitlement reform. It was a good first step.
Yes, and it should, well, I'd like to see it pass, I've got to say.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm sure you're aware, Congressman, that earlier this morning, President Trump made a tweet, and I'm interpreting it, I don't think there's any otherwise, of a direct attack on the Freedom Caucus. He's saying, basically, you guys mess things up. Look at that. You will hurt the entire Republican agenda. Our viewers can read the rest of it. What do you make of that, Congressman Burgess, a direct attack on the Freedom Caucus?
Well, let me just say this. Every Republican is crucial, and we do need to, there are plenty of places where we can differ, but there's times we need to come together and stay together. Look, this bill was brought up under rules that are called reconciliation rules. They're crazy Senate rules. I don't understand them. I don't understand why we always have to play by those, but that's the deal. And the reconciliation vote means it was going to be, it's only going to have, it's a procedural vote. No Democrat is ever going to vote for a reconciliation bill.
So why not just resubmit it next week? What's wrong with that? Why not just do it and get people on board so you've done something?
Well, the truth of the matter is, my comments to the conference earlier this week, and I wasn't going to be terribly public about them, but, you know, whether it's next week or the week after, but the last thing we can do is go home for the Easter recess and not have fixed this problem.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much indeed. I'm glad you're on the show. Now, wait a second. Hold on a second. You and several other lawmakers are having lunch with the president today. Can you tell us what this meeting is going to be all about?
My understanding, it's to address the opiate crisis. We've had a number of hearings just even this week on the problem with fentanyl and fentanyl analogs that are coming into our country, mostly from China and Asia. People are being hurt. The dosages of these medications are not well understood by the populace who uses them, albeit illicitly, and it is devastating in some communities. Some states are affected worse than others, and it tends to be in the center of the country right now, but it could be in everyone's state before you know it.
Well, you're a doctor yourself. You practiced for many, many years, and so you've got something to say on this. Well, Congressman, we really appreciate you taking time out from an obviously busy day. Come back and see us real